Move back a little bit. Good pitch. One more.
Be aggressive on the bases. Great.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله.
Nabeel's relationship with baseball was just so natural. He watched his brother and he watched his dad play ever since he can remember.
Perfect. That's a good spot. Keep it there all day. Try it again.
They would just run the bases and hit the ball with a little plastic baseball and a little plastic ball, and they would just play for hours on end. They would never tire of it. So I think it was just a natural thing for him to do.
The one thing I wanted to do for my boys was to be part of their life and in baseball. I made certain that these two would know what baseball was. It's always on in this house, it's in the background, but it's always there.
The Oakland A's batting in the top of the ninth inning.
Baseball and I started when we landed in this country. I kid you not, in 1973, it was September. I watched the World Series. The Mets were white and Oakland A's were green. I liked the color green, so I was cheering for the green. I was intrigued by the game, didn't understand much, but fell in love. And soon after started playing. A little kid from Lahore, Pakistan came to Tenafly, New Jersey and played college baseball at Seton Hall University, which is a Division I program. And that's all I did. I tried, I did my best not to regret later in life not trying.
Way to hit, kid, way to hit!
I tell my boys, had I started at their age, I'd be playing in the major leagues. And I'm living my life vicariously through them.
What were the other kids memorizing? Was that Islamic Studies test a full final, or was it just
No,
for the
it's
chapter?
just a test. وآباؤنا من قبلهم هذا إلا أساطير الأولين.
He's good student, but he starting to memorize. He need to keep review. Quran, it is very important to review it every day and all the time.
فأنبتنا به حجرا قال الذين كفروا أإذا كنا ترابا وآباؤنا.
So they start from the middle of the Quran and complete towards the end, and then they get pretty strong doing this, and then they'll start from the beginning. We use a standard copy of the Quran, which is, I've memorized it as 604 pages, so that's how much has to be memorized.
There were quite a few challenges during the 2.5 years that he was in the program. There were a couple of times where he said, there's just too much to do, I just can't do this. And both Nabeel's father and I would just sort of encourage him and say, look at the bigger picture, this is just a small moment in time, a little small sacrifice.
I just sat on the couch and I just looked it over. It takes me about like 20 to 30 minutes to memorize a page each day. I just had to give up some schoolwork and some of my extracurricular activities. I have to keep reviewing. I have to make sacrifices still.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ammu, how are you? Welcome to the masjid. Happy Ramadan. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you for the recitation of the Quran Kareem. Yeah, you recite the Quran Kareem in Masjid Lawrenceville, and tomorrow Thursday you're going to lead it here. Can come with me, please? And this is the mihrab, inshallah, when you are going to lead the prayer. We are going to call you in front of everybody in the masjid, and we'll say our Imam tonight is Nabeel, is going to lead us in the first 2 rak'ah of Salat al-Taraweeh. And inshallah we'll see you soon, inshallah. Okay? Okay.
Getting through that hump, just working really hard at it and putting in the practice every day like you would do in anything, like in sports or in Quran. or in your academics, putting in the hard work and the sweat and tears, gets you some results.
Strike one!
You hope for the best, you pray for the best, and I think that happens with both Quran, baseball, or anything else in life.
Are you hungry?
Yep. I'm very hungry.
Been a long day, huh?
Yeah.
Good food at home. Mama's waiting. Ready?
Yep.
Let's go.
So the Quran is a way of life for Muslims. It is the documented word of God. It's very important for us as a family. It's how I hold on to my parents as well, everything that they taught me. So it's how we live our lives. As a youth, I saw everything around me. It was always about Islam, and I think my mother talked so much, sometimes it would be in one ear out the other, but now that I look back at it, I think I was just soaking it all in. I think it didn't become important to me until I had my own kids, to tell you the truth. You want an anchor in your home, you want something to be able to identify with and to follow. For my child to memorize Quran, it's amazing. I want to make sure that they read it every day. I want to make sure Nabeel is working on it every day, so it is a part of their life. If my children have that, there's no worries for me.
Allahu Akbar. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.
Finishing the Quran at the age of 13, a 2-year program that he started at the age of 11, sacrificing an hour every day and memorizing a page every day, which meant he missed a lot of birthday parties, he missed a lot of baseball practices, he missed a lot of functions with his friends, but he was committed.
Toward the beginning, I wanted to quit because I was very doubtful of myself and I didn't know what to do. I was very young at that time, but as I got older, it was very easy for me.
Good job.
I feel very accomplished, and only a few kids from my school have done it, so I feel very proud of myself.
Oh, kid. Atta boy.
So what's the result?
We won, we had a really good game, and we all played really well defensively and offensively.
Everybody hit the ball. It's a great game. Might be my last one with these two, but it was a nice way to go out.
How do you feel?
Feel great. It's fun. For me, to fit in, I became Bob. Shahzad was not accepted. Nabeel, on the other hand, 25 years later, has fit in, assimilated as well as anyone. Baseball team is not Muslim. He and Amir are the only two Muslim on the team. But what's interesting is we are missing a game today, right, because of this party for his recognition. We're doing this to celebrate the community and our achievement. The team is actually playing without these two guys, and they understand. It isn't everyone that can handle this or do this, right? It's a special individual who's able to do both ends and actually want to do and excel at both, right? So he's one who absolutely took the challenge on, brought it on himself, made sure he got to the finish line. As much as he sacrificed, he feels he didn't miss anything going through this. He really didn't. So because he's so natural at that, I think that's reflective, and it shows on the other teammates, and they can see that there's a normal kid, a Muslim kid, doing his thing.